Hey, and welcome to a new summary of Tarkov tips. Let's start with the most recent one. Battlestate Games decided to ban some more guns from the flea market. So right now you cannot buy the SR25, the M1A, and the RD704 on the flea market anymore. These were quite strong guns, so you now have to unlock the traders if you want to use them. They also removed the 545 BT ammunition, which was quite strong early wipe, so starting from now on, well, you actually need to either loot it or use the butter trades if you want to have the BT rounds for your AKs. They also removed a couple of containers like this Scav junk box for whatever reason and the thick weapons case. So just be aware if you were crafting Scav junk boxes in the past, you cannot sell them on the flea market anymore, right? All right. Now, the next one, let's keep it simple. I actually did a list of the most important keys for customs, which includes keys for safes, to loot USB sticks and valuable items, keys for quests that you might need, as well as, just good keys in general. For instance, the marked room key, obviously, the factory key, the music stash key, and so on and so on and so on. So if you want to have this list, you can download it anytime from my Twitter account at Tarkov Tips, or just go to my Instagram page and grab it there. Next one is related to your scav runs. So now, if you're a beginner, it's quite hard to figure out which items to loot and what is actually of value and what's not. So if you're struggling with these price tags on items, if you're on a scav run, you can always press tab and then navigate to the general tab. You will see all kind of fancy things like your scav level. Yes, scavs have a level. So you will see your scav level, your XP, your survival rate as a scav, and you will also see the number that is called the total cost of all items in the stash. So usually this value indicates how much all your items in your stash would cost. But this is not true if you're playing as a scav right now. So if you're on your scav run, this number actually tells you how much your equipment is worth right now. So it only accounts and includes the items that are on your scav. This number is not too precise, so it's not the exact amount of money you will get. It's actually, it's actually the price that you would have to pay if you would buy all these items from a trader. But nonetheless, if you have no clue how expensive certain items are, just press tab and check out this number for a rough estimate. The next tip is related to your hideout. It's quite difficult to make money from your hideout early on, but this one is really solid. And this is not just for early wipe, you will be able to profit from this craft even in 4 or 5 months. So all you need is your workbench at level 1, buy a few power cords. Right now a power cord should be around 15 to 20k on the flea market. You need 2 of them, and then just craft 8 wires. Overall, you'll make around 19 to 20k profit an hour, or 40k overall for the craft. And that's pretty solid. Just, be aware that you need to swap or to alternate your crafts. So you cannot just craft the same thing over and over again. If you want to level up your crafting skill, you need to swap crafts. And the last tip is well, that's actually not a tip, it's just a build suggestion for the new Sag AK. Well, it's not meta, so it's not optimized in terms of recoil and high-level attachments. It's pretty cheap and easy to obtain. It just uses level 1 and level 2 attachments and some parts from the flea market. You'll be able to grab it for like probably around 80 to 90k for the mods, and maybe for like 50k the gun itself, so it's not too expensive. In my opinion, this one looks cool, so it's just a purely aesthetical build oriented at high ergonomics. So this one comes with around 87 or 90 points of ergo, which is very cool because you'll be able to scope in like instantly, and you could put a canted sight on it as well for some CQB situations, but given the high ergo value, you probably won't need that because the tech scope, the burst tech scope, has a 1x mode, so you can just go 1x and kill your enemies that are nearby as well. Just make sure that you load some appropriate ammunition. So yeah, that's all regarding the weapon build. If you want, just go to my Twitter page or Instagram or Discord, and you'll be able to download the whole list of attachments, like a shopping list. So you'll just, just grab the image if you want to build this thing and use it. Other than that, thanks for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye, guys.